Samantha McCall, the Oregonian here. Welcome back to Taste Test, where I eat food on camera and tell you how it is. This week I'm going to be doing the new Oreos that you've been seeing at the stores. A lot of really kind of kooky flavors out there now. I'm testing caramel apple, root beer float, watermelon, pumpkin spice, which I finally found after my pumpkin spice story, and birthday cake. So we're going to start with the caramel apple one. So I haven't tasted any of these except for the birthday cake, which I may or may not have been eating consistently at my desk since I bought them the other day. So I guess it depends how everybody eats their Oreos, but I will normally just take the top cookie off and not eat it or I'll eat it by itself just because that's what I'm not interested in. But the fillings are kind of these weird, like, dual colored fillings. This one doesn't look very good because it's looks way more apple than caramel, but here goes. Okay. The apple tastes really kind of scary and fake and like kind of chemically, and I don't dig it. The caramel part of it is pretty good, but I think because the filling was like apple on top and caramel on the bottom, it tasted really bad. And now the after flavor is better. And we were moving on to the root beer float, which the cream didn't even stay on these at all. I almost picked up 2 different cookies in the package when I took them out because they weren't sticking. I don't love these either. They're tasty and they taste like root beer. And you get almost like a slight fizziness from the filling, but it's kind of weird. And oh man, I mean, it tastes just like a root beer float, and I love root beer floats, but that's just a weird kind of cookie. Maybe you'd have one, but in terms of, classic dipping an Oreo in milk, no. The next one I'm trying is watermelon. So, fact about me is I don't like fake watermelon flavored things. And I don't love normal, regular, natural watermelon flavored things. Just never a flavor I've gotten behind. So I'm a little bit skeptical of these because it also has that same kind of scary green filling that was the apple and the caramel apple that I didn't like. But they don't smell like when I think of watermelon, I think of those Jolly Ranchers, and they don't smell like that, so we'll have to see how this one tastes. No. I think what's ruining these for me is, like, you have an idea of what an Oreo tastes like, and it's always the classic chocolate cookie with, some mint in the middle. That's a good way to do it, but the weird, like, the fruit and the non-traditional flavors are kind of really throwing off what I like about Oreos, so I'm not really digging it. Well, I guess I'll try the birthday cake one for you, but those are actually good. The last one of the kind of stranger flavors are the pumpkin spice. So I looked for these far and wide when I was writing my pumpkin spice order, and I couldn't find them. And on a whim, I walked into Safeway, and they had them in there. So those are actually really tasty. It's, kind of like the perfect cinnamon. Definitely nothing pumpkin-y in them at all, but kind of a very holiday, cinnamon kind of sweet and almost like a little bit pumpkin pie-y. And those are really great. I think of the 4 kind of different flavored Oreos, I would definitely go with that one if you see it at the store. The last one I'm doing is the birthday cake Oreos, which are really fun because it looks like kind of funfetti on the inside. And if you have a pack of these anywhere, it will smell up the entire area that you're in, and they, like, my entire desk smells like these, and it's awesome. Yeah, those are really good. And I don't want to tell you how many of those I've eaten at my desk in the past 2 days. So, not sure what we've got coming up next for taste test, but if you have any suggestions, share them in the comments below or send me a message on Twitter.